Hello, today we are going to learn present simple tense. Present simple tense. In English, we have three basic tenses: present, past, and the future. Tenses. We have the present, past, and future. Each tense has three aspects. Each tense of these tenses has three aspects. There is present simple, which we are going to learn today. There is present continuous, and present perfect. Past simple, past continuous, and past perfect. Future, here also future simple, there's future simple, future continuous, and future perfect. Today we are going to focus on the present simple. Okay? So, to master any tense of these tenses, you have to know two things: the usage, when to use this tense, the usage, and the formulation, how to form this tense. So the present simple enables us to give information about ourselves or express our desire. We use it also to talk about facts, to give opinion, to talk about habit or regular actions. Okay? Let's have a look at these examples. We have here, I live in the first example, I live in Casablanca. Here I'm giving information about myself. I live in Casablanca. This is present simple. I live in Casablanca. He loves pizza. Expressing this down. He loves pizza. This is present simple. Pigs don't fly. Pigs don't fly. It's a fact. As I told you, we use it to talk about facts. Have you ever seen a flying pig? No, so pigs don't fly, it's a fact. And I'm not talking about a particular pig. I'm talking in general. Okay? It's a fact. We are talking here in general. We use it to give general truth. I check my phone every minute. It's a habit. I check my phone every minute. Check it in the present simple. I visit my family every week. It's a regular action. Regular action. I visit my family every week. She has a meeting at 10 o'clock. We use it also to talk about schedules and programs. She has a meeting at 10 o'clock. This is the verb have in the present simple. Now, so we've looked at the usage. Now, let's have a look at the formulation. Now, I'm going to divide the board into three sections. Infinitive, infinitive form, negative form, and question form. First, how do we form the present simple? The present simple is quite easy. It's just an extra s if the subject is he, she, and it. If the subject is third person singular. So, to form the present simple, we use the subject plus the base form of the verb, the infinitive. And if the subject is he, she, or it, we add s to the verb. Quite easy. So this is how we form the present simple. Now it's okay. So now we have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. For example, let's take the verb to play. The base, I told you that we use the base form of the verb, the subject. We have here subject pronouns. We have to add the base form of the verb, the infinitive. Play. I play. You play. Subject plus the base form. He, she, it. Told you if we have third person singular, the verb takes an s. We have to add s to the verb. He, she, it. Plays. We play. You play. They play. So as you see, the only change is for third person singular. We add s to the verb. I hope it's clear. So now let's move to the negative form. Again, personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. To make a negative sentence in the present simple, we have to add two words, do and not. Do and not. I do not play. You do not play. We do not play. Okay? Do not. Here I'm going to use the contracted form, the short form of do not. The short form of do not is don't. Don't. Do not. Don't. So I don't play. You don't play. He, she, it are always the exception. I told you here that if we have he, she, or it, the verb takes an s, or we add s to the verb. Here, the auxiliary do will take the S from the verb. We'll take it from the verb. So we will go from do to does not. He does not. She does not. It does not. And the contracted form, okay, I'm going to write it on the board. Does not. The contracted form, the short form of does not is doesn't. I'm going to use it here. He doesn't play. She doesn't play. It doesn't play. The next one, we. No change. For the rest of the subject, we are not going to change anything. We don't play. Play. You don't. I'm going to do it like this. Play. Don't. You don't play. They don't play. So, I hope it's clear. Now let's move to the question form. How do we make a question in the present simple? To make a question, we have to add the auxiliary do. By the way, do is an helpful verb. So we are going to use it to make a question. So we have to put the auxiliary do to the beginning of the sentence. Let's write them with I play here. We want a question, so we have to add do to the beginning, before the subject. Do I play? And don't forget the question mark to show that it's a question. Do I play? Do you play? Gina, he, she, it. Here again, the exception. He, she, it. As you know, we have to add S to the verb. But we have again here the auxiliary do. So the auxiliary do will take the S from the verb and we will go from do to does. Does he? Does he play? Does she play? Does he play? It's a question, okay? Does. We, you, and they do. We put do to the beginning of the sentence before the subject. Do we play? Do you play? Do they play? And don't forget the question mark. So as you see, the three forms take the infinitive of the verb. The only exception is for the third person singular, he, she, and it. And pay attention, please. One of the common mistakes students do is some of them. For example, they want to say, for example, let's take he doesn't play. They do like this. He doesn't play, which is not correct. We can't add s to the verb after the auxiliary do. Verbs that follow the auxiliary do are always in the infinitive. Auxiliary do is always followed by the infinitive. And yes, the auxiliary do has already taken the s from the verb, so we can't add s here. Okay? So please don't do such mistakes. Now, okay. I know I told you that to make the present simple we add s to the verb, but there are some exceptions to take note of. Okay, so pay attention. If the verb ends with o, or s, or sh, or ch, or z, we add es instead of s. Okay? Okay. If the verb ends with o, s, h, or ch, we add es. For example, go. The verb go becomes goes. He goes, she goes. I'm sorry. The verb do becomes does. We add es, does. The verb miss becomes misses. He misses, she misses. Okay, we add here also es, misses. Watch, the verb watch, I watch, you watch. He, she watches. Watch, okay, finish. I finish. You finish. He, she finishes. Finishes. So, verbs that end with o, s, sh, or ch, we add to them es if the subject is he, she, or it. And if the verb ends with consonant plus y. If the verb ends with y preceded by a consonant, like the verb cry and fly. I cry, you cry, but he cries. The Y turns to I. Okay, let me show you. Cry. The Y turns to I, and then we add ES. Cries. Fly. Also, fly here we have Y, and before Y we have a consonant L. Y is preceded by a consonant. Fly. So the Y becomes I. And then we add ES. I fly, you fly, he flies, she flies. And the verb have, the verb to have, I have, you have, he, she has. Have becomes has. There is no rule here. It's an exception. It's an exception. Has. Okay. So I'm going to send you some exercises. Do them and send them back to me. Okay. I hope you understand, and if you have any question, you can ask me anytime. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.